wrapping up this year. I'm just kudos, guys. I- I'm doing this wrap up arrangements, and the goal of this is to just help our guys, help every one of you who's joining me live or who's going to watch this later. But meanwhile, to be very clear, this session is holding simultaneously on IG and on YouTube. Steve O, I'm on a live session. All right. Okay. I'm just looking at what's the best strategy to wrap up this year and how to start your new year with some level of vigor, some level of energy. Every year the year begins and everybody hollers, Happy New Year. But from experience, very many of you watching, you lived a couple of years on earth, and we all understand the fact that nothing new particularly happen in any year apart from the things you bring into the year afresh. So if we don't get intentional about structuring our life to be able to attract the new things that we envision, we're going to practically relive 2024 like we did 2023, you know. So I just want to do a quick conversation around how to wrap up your year financially and otherwise and start a new year with some level of energy. I already made that clear that nothing new is going to happen in the year 2024 apart from the new things you bring on board. So, first, what do you do as you're wrapping up an old year? You need to sit down and take time to review the year. You need to review the year. You need to evaluate your goals for 2023. How many of them came through? And for those that did not come through, what was it that happened? What stopped them from becoming your experience? Recently I developed a goal setting template that I shared with my community. And one of the things I put there is the fact that, in fact, I titled a course I just released recently, I titled it Your Goal Situation. Because part of the reason a lot of people set goals and the goals do not become fruitions in their life. Of us talk about goal setting at the beginning of the year, but very few of us do anything intentionally about it. So I decided to release that course to help. Sorry, I'm trying to get something to help people get intentional about their goals. Sorry, I'm going to dab my lips a little bit. So you get intentional about setting your goal. So, but as you wrap up this year, what's my call to you? Review your goal, take stock of your accomplishment and challenges throughout the year. Identify the milestones and the successes. And no matter how small the successes are, identify them. Because for you to be successful in life, you need internal vigor, you need internal energy. So your success stories have a way of fueling your internal energy. So one of the things you want to do as you wrap up this year, particularly as it relates to your finances, evaluate your goal. It's Socrates that says that an unexamined life is not worth living. So examine your goal, then learn from the setbacks that happened in the year 2023. There were things that happened in the year that you want to improve upon. Learn from those setbacks that happened. Learn from them, analyze the setback, look at what was it you did that allowed those things to happen. Setbacks don't just happen. There are the discrepancies between our expectation and our realized output rather. There was an expectation, but there was what you eventually realized. It means your expectation was not met. That's why we call it a setback. But if you take time to look at it properly, you're going to realize what was it you did wrongly and know what it is you can do better to avoid such setback. Then assess personal and professional development. Because the truth is, in my goal setting class, I share with people that the you that's developing your goal for 2024 may not be qualified to achieve that goal. What does that mean? The quality of the person that you are at the moment while you're developing your goal for 2024 may not be ripe enough to execute on those goals. What does goal setting then help you do? It helps you see the skills gap. It helps you see the skills gap and help you put processes in place to cover up those gaps so you can achieve the goal that you have achieved. One of the questions you ask while setting the goal is that these results, what is it that has hindered me from having this result at the moment? That question will help to open you up to the lapses in your life that you need to fix. Then, having taken a review of your year, what you then do is that you do what we call, what I titled here, forward planning. Set a smart goal for the year. Having set that goal, then create a vision board. Create a vision board. What's a vision board? A vision board is a board that captures your dreams, your goals in an actualized format. If one of your goals for the year is to acquire a certification in certain areas of your human capacity development, put that certificate there. Get a graphic designer to develop that for you and put your name there. See that certificate, speak to your mind every day. Get the certificate imprinted in your head like it's already actualized. You want to acquire a property, get a finished version of that property created and printed on your vision board. So when you see your vision, you see the year you are planning for from the future. You know, you see that year already fully accomplished. One of the things I tell my clients when I teach about goal setting, particularly when I do anything as it relates to your mindset, is the fact that your mind doesn't have capacity to filter. When you develop a vision board and you feed your mind with it on a regular basis, your mind doesn't know whether or not it is real or fictitious. So feed your mind with a picture of the future that you want to experience. And having done that, then you begin to prioritize. You begin to prioritize. The peculiarity of our generation is the fact that our distractions are increasing by the day. Our distractions are increasing by the day. Without prioritizing your day, you're going to end up quenching fires and going off track. In my goal setting class, and the course is already out for sale, in that goal setting course, one of the things we'll find out are the reasons many people don't actualize their goal is the fact that people don't set their daily priorities on the basis of their goal. So you want to prioritize. And having done that, you develop an action plan. It's a common knowledge that without living a life without planning is planning to fail. Look, it's rightly put this way: failure to plan is planning to fail. Majority of the people who say these same quotes ends up falling victim of it. You're watching this now, you understand, you're not hearing this for the first time, that failure to plan is planning to fail. Can I see your plan for 2024? So enough of hearing things and not putting them to action. So develop an action plan. And plan out how you hope to celebrate your successes. No matter how small the successes are, plan out how you hope to celebrate your successes. If you told yourself you want to achieve some certifications, you want to achieve some financial milestones, you want to achieve anything in your life, in fact, even your health goals, you told yourself you want to watch your steps per day, you want to do your 10,000 steps per day to ensure that you maintain your health. If you do this continuously for 1 week, write it down. How do you celebrate yourself? So give yourself that opportunity to celebrate your wins. Then, cultivate a positive mindset. What's your strategy to ensuring that every day you get to hear something positive about yourself? The life is full of so much distraction and a lot of happenings around us do not necessarily encourage us. So you want to do everything within your power to create a positive vibration around yourself. Your life will replicate that which dominates it the most. So you want to constantly exude that positive energy. Once you cultivate that positive mindset, you must practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Some of these fundamental principles are not new to a lot of us, but the idea behind what we're doing today is to help you become more mindful. Practice gratitude, and practice mindfulness. Mindfulness. A lot of us are living life on autopilot. Yes, your life should run on autopilot because your life actually runs on autopilot. But while your life is running on autopilot, you want to ensure that you've created your steering wheel. You are at the steering wheel of your life, rather. You created the feeders that gets your life to run, and that you must be mindful of. Incorporate mindfulness practice into your routine because life is full of enough stress. You want to be sure that you are managing your mind part time. That's why we have the concept of what we call mind your money. Then, of course, you want to get in some accountability partners into your life. That's what coaching does for successful people. I was asking in one of my classes recently, how many of you know the coaches of Mercy and the likes? Not so many of us. But the truth is, without these coaches, these guys will begin to go down. Their coaches are not as popular as they are, but they need their coaches to remain good on the field. So everybody needs an accountability partner, and coaching actually is one of the structured accountability partnerships that you can get. Then, of course, you want to seek professional developments. Identify areas where you need additional skills or knowledge, and explore trainings, workshop, mentorship, and opportunities all around these areas where you need help. Of course, in wrapping up this, you can't take away the concept of time management. Your life is actually summed up in time. Your life is summed up in time. If you want to have a powerful 2024, financially and otherwise, you want to manage your time. You want to manage your time effectively. A well managed time is a well managed life. Your life in the long run cannot be better than how well you manage your 24 hours. Your life is made up of many 24 hours. A lot of us want to procrastinate, want to push to tomorrow what you can do today. For every action you take, your mind records the learning curve. Every actions you take develop new neurons in your brain, teaches your brain the way to work. And when you begin to practice time management, you must begin to audit your time. And as you get into the year, develop the habits of taking your goals, developing 90 days implementation plans from your goal, breaking it to 30 days execution plan, and breaking it to weekly engagements. When you do all of this, you're going to break it down to the daily activities. Then you know that some parts of your days need to be blocked out so you remain an effective person. With this put together, you're going to see that you're going to be able to wrap up your year the best way and be able to start a new year in the most productive way. If this has been beneficial to you, just like this video and share it. If you join me on IG, I'm most likely not going to save this video, but follow us on YouTube so you are able to go watch the replay. Thank you so much for joining me. Shalom. I remain Osai Tresamokaro. And meanwhile, my course is out, Your Goal or Your Life. Your Goal or Your Life. You can find it on seller.co/YGOYL. seller.co/YGOYL. In all of these, only the small O in between the YGOYL is small letters. So let's see you in there. Go for that course. It's going to transform your life. I'm currently giving a discount. The course goes for 50,500, but it's currently selling at 15,000 with bonuses worth 50,000. You can imagine something you're supposed to get for 50,000 is selling for 15,000 and you're getting bonuses worth 50,000 at the same time. Thank you for joining me. We'll do this again next week, Thursday. Shalom.